Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, Olympic live watch along crucial game for the U.S. men's national team, which today we could be eliminated from the Olympics or we will advance to the quarterfinals. We're going to be playing Guinea, and they do have a few good names that I'm going to talk about very soon. I mean, you guys can see right there, Naby Keita. You guys probably remember him from Leipzig, played for Liverpool. Maybe didn't do that well with Liverpool, but again, still a very good player, especially for the Olympics. And we have a few changes here also for the lineup of the United States. One is Busio's probably done for the Olympics with an injury, so Maximilian Dietz will be playing as a six or maybe as a center back. We'll see what the formation looks like. And our beloved Duncan Maguire, Pete. Duncan Maguire is finally benched. How
So
are
you
you
got
feeling?
half of the good decisions right.
Yeah, we still got to get rid of Jordi Mihailovic, but one of them, right? We got one of them. It is interesting though. He chose to go with Dietz instead of a McGlynn, for example, right? Which
Yeah.
means we're looking more into a defensive approach against Guinea. Are we going for the draw here?
Guess we'll see how it looks in real time. I mean, you can play a defensive midfielder without necessarily going for the draw. But for me, the big omission is Taylor Booth. Taylor Booth should be there over Mihailovic for sure.
Yeah, and Taylor Booth won't be there. And everyone today, and Pete, how are you feeling there? Good.
Still pretty shitty. Still pretty shitty, but we'll see. I'll be all
So
right.
to, so it's going to be Pete's Michael Jordan flu game here today. We'll see how that plays out. Pete will be in and out, resting up. But United States versus Guinea. Uh, this Guinea team is completely unpredictable. We watched them be complete shit against New Zealand, and then we watched them play fairly well against France. Very well. I would argue they played better against France than we did. But here's the current situation of the group. So we're going to be watching both games because both games matter for the United States. And this is what it looks like. France leads the group with 6 points. And keep in mind, France is not technically qualified already. If they lose to New Zealand by, let's say, 3-0, which again, it's very unlikely, but if they lose something like, what is it, 3-0? Yeah, 3-0, they're actually out if they lose 3-0 and the US wins and gets the goal differential. So France is not really guaranteed to go to the next round. They're not going to just give away the game to New Zealand. For that reason, the odds of the US advancing with a draw are pretty high. Like if you think New Zealand will lose or tie France, all the
Yeah.
US needs today is a draw. And I think that's the most likely scenario. New Zealand will either tie or lose to France, probably lose, and then with that the US would advance in second place. Advancing in first place is very unlikely. The US would have to win by a lot and hope France loses to New Zealand by a bit as well. Now, Pete, if we advance in second place, as it stands right now, and the games are almost over, we are not going to be playing Argentina, which is what we expected, because Morocco is ahead of Argentina in goal differential. So we're going to be playing Morocco.
Is that done over there, that group?
There's 1 minute left, and Morocco has one goal over Argentina on the goal differential. So we'll know in a minute, but it looks like we might be playing Morocco. And they've honestly, well, they looked a bit shaky in the second game, but they played very well the first game against Argentina, and they played very well this last game against Iraq, defeating Iraq 3-0, a team that gave Argentina a little bit of trouble in the second round. They also have a dual national, Pete, that it seems like we barely talk about him. Amir Richardson, that we lost. We lost Amir Richardson. Um, but it's really funny because we'll lose dual nationals like Jonathan Gonzalez. We'll lose dual nationals like Julian Araujo. We'll lose dual nationals like David Ochoa. And there will be a Fidel Barajas that we could lose also to Mexico, Diego Luna. And there's like massive, I guess, like, I wouldn't say outrage, but people just go crazy when we lose Mexican Americans. Amir Richardson might be the biggest dual national that we actually lost the past few years. Would you agree
Yeah.
with that so far?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to move on once we lose him because, it's no point crying over spilled milk. But yeah, he looks like a talented player.
Well, my main point is like, why do we always panic with Mexican Americans, and most of them, I guess all of the ones we lost so far are not good enough for our national team. Maybe
Oh,
there's a case for Julian Araujo, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if Julian Araujo is even as good as Joe Scally, honestly. Um, it's hard to say, who we lost, like who's the biggest one. There are some that are in the balances. Diego Cochin is still in the balance. That's a big one to win, in my opinion.
Peru, right?
Huh?
With Peru.
Well, apparently he's not interested in Peru. He wants to play for Spain. That's what Edgar said.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not. So we'll see. I
Well, I
mean, if
mean,
the kid is starting for Barcelona, he could have a chance with Spain, but there's also goalkeepers ahead of him. It's not like he's going to necessarily start.
yeah, especially when it comes to the goalkeeping position. If you have a very good goalkeeper ahead of you, because it's just one position, you pretty much just play when that guy's injured. It's not
Yeah.
like different position. Like you can be a right back and choose Spain over the US, and you can still play even if there's a better right back than you because there's rotation, more likely to get injured. I mean, look at Germany with Neuer. How many
Yeah.
backup goalkeepers that are really, really good goalkeepers that just don't really get a shot because Neuer is still there and he's been there
Yeah.
for like 15 years or so.
I do think it's time, though, for them to move on to Ter Stegen.
Probably time. But at the same time, Ter Stegen with many other national teams would have gotten a chance, what, like 5, 6 years ago already? How old is Ter Stegen? I don't know. He's still
I think
fairly
he's
young.
not that young either.
Ter Stegen. I'll double check on that. But everyone, if you just arrived, make sure to drop a like in this stream. It'll be United States versus Guinea. We went through the possibilities of how the U.S. could go through or not to the quarterfinals, and the main conclusion here is if we do pull a draw against Guinea, we are probably going to go through, very likely, unless you think New Zealand can beat France. And if you haven't already dropped a like, make sure to drop a like in this stream. It's a great way to support the channel. The game will start in roughly, I'd say 5 minutes probably. And then once that's done, the Olympics, we go to 11 Yanks for the post game. And then we have a live watch along for the U20s today because the U.S. men's national team U20s will be playing for a spot in the U20 World Cup against the almighty Guatemala, which I
They're
don't want to
saying Argentina scored.
Oh, if that's the case, what happens to the group? So now they're tied, same amount of goals scored, same amount of goals, but FUBMOB has Morocco ahead of Argentina. I don't know what's the
Is that head
tiebreaker.
to head? Is that after the goal difference? It goes goal
If
difference, goals scored, and then head to head usually.
so, if that's the case, Argentina needs another goal, or Morocco needs to concede one. Because here's the as it stands,
Yeah.
Morocco's going in for. It's great that Argentina and France are going to face each other right away in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. But we don't know. Like, France could lose today. They haven't looked that good.
No, but even so, they would have to lose, and we would have to win by a lot to surpass. We would have to win by like 3 goals, I believe. So,
Yeah.
if let's say they lose by 1-0, which if they lose, I'm sure it's going to be a tight score. If they lose 1-0, we need to beat Guinea 4-0.
It's funny because Guinea's so wildly unpredictable. Like, they look terrible against New Zealand, but really good against France.
Yeah, and they also looked really good before the Olympics started. They played a friendly against Argentina and they beat Argentina. As
Yeah.
bad as Argentina has been, Argentina is still a quality team. I mean, they're advancing with 2 wins. They just lost to Morocco. So Guinea is completely unpredictable. This could be a team that just comes out against the US today, balls out, beats us 3-0. They can also lose to us 4-0.
Yeah.
Um, I would say from a individual talent standpoint, they are more talented than our team, the Guinea side. This team, obviously, not our senior
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. This team.
Did you see the article where Christian Pulisic said that now is the right time to move on from Berhalter?
Yeah, but then didn't he backtrack and change his wording or something? I can't find the actual article. I just saw the quote.
I didn't see him backtracking. I read the article. I didn't see him backtrack. He just the only thing he backtracked was that he got along with Greg and he thought we made a lot of progress with Greg. But he did say that it was time to do it. It's really funny that he says this after after Greg is like fired, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't
of
really
course.
mean
Now
if you
you can
believe
say it because it's done. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, if you believe that, why don't you just speak out to the federation in advance? Like, look, I think it's time for us to move. So if they didn't fire him, he would be saying that no, Greg's the right guy. That's what he would be saying right now.
Yeah, if it was still hanging in the balances, they'd be like, he's the right guy. We're disappointed. We didn't do better, but we still believe in Greg. He's the right guy. Musa would be like, the group loves Greg because Greg loves the group. Tyler Adams would be like, "Oh, he asked me how my wife was." Weston McKennie's like, "He lets me get as fat as I want."
He lets me eat a good fat Big Mac before the game right there. It's cheap, it's
Exactly.
good, delicious. Even though, honestly, Big Macs are not even good. They don't even taste good.
No, they're not good.
I think what happens with McDonald's specifically is people just get like addicted to it. Because if you don't eat it for a long time and you go to McDonald's and you get a burger, it's like, this is shit. Like, it's not good. But
No.
then people that go at it so often, they can't stop eating it. There's something with that food.
It's like
Something's wrong with it.
sodas. It's
And the
like sodas.
sodas and the
Super
fries
addicting.
probably have something. It just doesn't taste good.
Yeah,
Like
it's garbage.
literally,
I mean, you're feeding yourself poison.
yeah. Look, listen. If you guys want to eat McDonald's, go ahead and do it. But I'm just saying, I haven't eaten it in a while. And then I was with some friends. They want to go to McDonald's, and I ate, and I was like, dude, this is really like not good. It's not worth it. Um, but going on here, say S27 is saying unattached FC is in negotiations with Greg Berhalter. No one is.
Well, did you see what's his name trying to gas him up? Raj. He was like, "What links are there with Greg Berhalter to Europe?" And Romano's like, "No links." Like, come on, the dude just failed miserably at Copa America.
Yeah,
Nobody's interested in
Raj
failure.
Raj sometimes really pisses me off with that. Like, never
No,
and
he's a
here,
major fanboy.
yeah, it's more of like dude, you come from a soccer culture where people are overly critical about bullshit, right? And then Raj never tweeted or complained about anything like making a strong statement about Berhalter being out. He's always like on the fence. He's always like, "Oh, this wasn't good enough," but at the same time, doesn't really stand for something.
Yeah,
This
he's
is what,
Yank report levels of reporting.
more or less,
You
yeah,
know, and
yeah,
he makes
more
fun
or
of
less.
things. He just thinks everything is funny. And it's like, dude, but he gets a lot of access. Like he was there for the Olympic presentation. He's a show. I'm sorry, he is.
Yeah, it's more or less like it's a has a lot of funds too. But anyone wondering, this was the question, and Fabrizio Romano's response is just hilarious. So I'll
Look at
play it here.
Romano's face.
Have you heard any links at all between Greg Berhalter, any clubs in Europe, knowing what you know? What are his future career possibilities, Fab?
I will be completely honest with you. Zero links.
Zero links.
He didn't even hesitate. It was such a stupid question. Because if you fail at home in Copa America, you get grouped. Do you really think anybody in Europe's going to be interested at any level?
Well,
Like,
I mean, also after the World Cup where he got out of the group, in that case, no one was interested.
no, because they could see that the soccer was shit. But for Raj to be acting like it's even a possibility, I actually thought Romano was quite polite. You know, he could have said like, "I don't think anybody would want him because he's failing over and over, always bad, nothing good. I think he should stay in MLS." He could have said that, but he was like, "I'll be very honest, zero links."
Well, also apparently Raj even went on to ask, I think, what was Berhalter's level to Romano, and Romano was also very nice. He was like trying to say like it's a newly promoted Premier League team or something. It's like, look,
No.
Berhalter failed in the second division of Sweden. If he
Yeah.
gets a newly promoted Premier League team, they're going back down right away. He's not finishing the
They're
season.
setting records.
Oh yeah. It's like the problem is like when Raj asks these questions, one, Romano doesn't watch the U.S. men's national team. Let's be honest, probably doesn't watch it. So and he's gonna try to be nice about it. He's not gonna be a dick. But it was like no links.
Zero links. Zero links. I will be completely honest. We should use that for players that are like Miles Robinson, for example, free agent, zero links. Jesus Ferreira, zero links.
Zero links. No, just too good, man. And then the game has started here. We're obviously going to be following along with we're going to be following along. So Morocco topped the group, by the way, everyone. Morocco topped the group, which means if the U.S. finishes second, which if we advance, it'll likely be in second, we're going to play Morocco, not Argentina. And then some people might be thinking, and honestly, I thought this before the Olympics started, that, look, playing Argentina would be worse than playing Morocco. Morocco's a better opponent. From what I saw in the group stage, Morocco is a tougher opponent than Argentina.
Yeah.
And the game started, by the way. I'm at minute 115, 116, 117. For anyone that wants to be synchronized with my stream. And I'm trying to figure out, yeah, Dietz is playing as a 6. We're definitely
Yeah.
not playing a back three. We'll see if he steps up today because he was kind of shit in the first 2 games when he came on.
I don't remember him against France that much, but that goal that New Zealand scored is at least
Well, he was the
much
one at fault in France's third goal.
from the header.
Yeah, it was him.
No, that was Miles, dude.
It was both of them.
I don't
Miles fell, and Dietz was doing nothing in the box. It was both of them.
Okay, but Miles fell because the guy that scored pushed Miles and then scored. Like, isn't that Miles' man?
Well, Dietz was a no one. I can rewatch the goal. I don't think I can
mean,
replay
sure,
it here.
okay, maybe Dietz should have marked somebody, but reality is if it was Miles' job to mark him and he got pushed out of the way so easily and then he scored, then that's much more on Miles than Dietz. Maybe sometimes when you set up a defensive set piece, you have one guy whose job is just to be the extra man and to pick somebody up.
Let me bring up that goal again here real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not going to play the video because copyright strike, but it was USA versus France 3-0. I am 99% certain that Dietz messed up in that play. Let me see if I can find the goals here. Maybe I can't put the video on screen, but I can probably put the pictures of it. What minute are you at?
2:30.
So you're 20 seconds behind. Everyone, my clock. Oh, Griffin Yao. Ooh. Good press from the United States. Guinea gives the ball away. Griffin Yao hits it as he's entering the box. And I think the goalkeeper got the tip of his, right? I think the goalkeeper saved that. Oh, yeah, that was going in. That was going to be a goal. Griffin Yao is so much better than Duncan Maguire.
Oh my God. Not even close.
The fact that we continue to start Duncan Maguire with Griffin Yao and what's his name? Taylor Booth on the bench is insane.
Now we just have to get rid of Mihailovic.
Yeah, that one we've talked about. What are the odds?
Never going to happen.
No.
He's an overage player. He worked with him in the Chicago Fire, and he's got Serbian descent, and Mitrovic is Serbian. There's just no way. They even let him take penalties.
Yep. Well, there was someone that put a comment on my 7 things we learned because I criticized Mihailovic saying, you're criticizing the guy that stepped up and took the penalty kicks. Like, what? What?
Ridiculous. I mean, sure, good that you finished the penalty, but your entire performance was awful. You got a free penalty to score.
Well, on top of that, like it's just like sure you stepped up to convert it, but it's literally your job. If you're taking the penalty kick, you should be converting it. Missing it is not an option.
No.
And he just had a very bad delivery at the corner, which his set pieces have been very mediocre or bad. And Guinea's very dangerous in transition, by the way. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
And here they come in transition and bad touch. That'll be a goal kick for Patrick Schulte. Fumar Mota is saying, bro, we might win a medal. I would hold on to that.
Let's get out of the group first, and then we still got to beat. Guinea looked really terrible, huh?
Yeah, so far, yes.
Awful touches, giveaways. They're such a weird team because you just don't know which version you're going to get. Like, if they play it against us like they did against France.
Yeah, they're unpredictable. They can go. They're also one of those teams that if you score a goal or two, they quit.
Well, they're already out also, right?
No, they can go through. They have to beat us by 2 goals.
Oh, that's true. It's possible, I guess. Seems unlikely. Doesn't it also rely on what if New Zealand beats France 1-0? Or what if they draw? It's out of their hands. Because if New Zealand and France draw, then it doesn't matter what Guinea does.
Yes, they need France to win, and they need to beat us by 2 goals.
Right.
And then they're through. So, yeah, it's not under their control. But again, it's kind of weird that they're not aggressively coming after us because regardless of the other game, they need to beat us by 2 goals. That's what they need to sort out if they want to have a shot. And let's be honest, like if they beat us by 2 goals, they have a reasonable shot in advancing. I would assume France would win their game. I would hope, even though Thierry Henry has been kind of crap as always. Riro's saying, we may lose this game just like we did in China So you talk about 2008 Olympics. Not gonna lie to you, I don't remember anything about that Olympics.
Yeah.
I know Brian McBride played in that Olympics. Did you see Patrick Schulte with the ball in his feet again? He's really
Yeah.
bad at his feet.
Trash, man. Trash.
It's one of those where maybe he's a bit better than Griffin Yao. Nice little Griffin Yao is really good, man. Nice little touch. Good dribbling. Finds Mihailovic. And then Mihailovic just finds no one with his cross. I think, obviously, this is Olympic level, but I would be down to give like Griffin Yao a shot in one of the friendlies over like a Brendan Aronson.
Yeah. Fourth winger, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just saw it. Terrible cross by Mihailovic.
Oh, yeah. And he was offsides, too.
Yeah. Imagine what he could do if he had Taylor Booth on the field with him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's playing with Mihailovic. Well, and I want to keep overemphasizing this. Mihailovic is not a U23 player. He's playing in the U23 tournament. He should be standing out.
Yeah, but he's not.
No. He's a player in his prime facing youth play. Well, not youth players, but young professional players. And I don't know. I mean, the guy failed in the Eredivisie, which we talked about this in the past. It's one of those leagues where usually the okay, not even the great, the okay American players usually do well.
Yeah.
In the Eredivisie. So
he did not. And it wasn't like he was at Ajax or PSV, right? He was at AZ.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and let's keep in mind, he didn't fail in the sense of like he was just like didn't fit the system or didn't get many opportunities. He got a lot of opportunities. He just stank it up with AZ Alkmaar or AZ.
Yeah. He got plenty of opportunities. He never looked good. And then he made the excuse about family. And look, maybe there was family stuff, but you know what? Family stuff happens all the time with players all over the world. I think he was looking for an excuse to come back. Oh, jeez.
Good drive inside from Kevin Paredes, but then he kind of slipped on the shove. It almost got lucky and it went in. Kevin Paredes for the United States. Did it hit the...
Oh, that's not terrible. He just slipped as he shot it.
Yeah, it also, I think, it might have deflected off the Guinea player too. He just got unlucky. The play was good. Guinea is giving us a lot of space right now.
Yeah.
A lot of space. Oh, Mihailovic with a corner. Another corner for Mihailovic. Another corner.
Yeah.
I did, Pete, I did pick... What? What's up? What's up?
No, I just said it was a good save by the keeper off Paredes' shot.
Yeah, I also picked Paredes to not score at Underdog Fantasy, so...
Same.
Oh, because I saw that pick and I was like, the odds of him not scoring is pretty high, so... Watch him. He scores a brace today.
I know.
I mean...
Mihailovic gets everything, huh? Set pieces.
Oh, yeah, he's the Pulisic of this. Oh, this team cannot play out of the back. Oh, Paxton, what a weak-ass shot. We got to keep pressing Guinea. They cannot play out of the back. They keep giving the ball away. Oh, boy.
Oh, they're so bad. Come on, Paxton. It was kind of stuck under his feet, but you need a better touch there to get it out of your feet. This is so bad, dude. This might be worse than New Zealand.
They look worse. They look more disjointed, right? Less like a team.
Yeah, they just look like... Dude, Griffin Yao just won a free kick, too.
Well, it's bizarre that Griffin Yao wasn't starting in the other game.
It's really ridiculous, actually.
Especially when the guy starting was Duncan Maguire and Mihailovic.
Tell you what, there's going to be transfer rumors for this kid if he keeps performing like this at the Olympics. Like, I heard Anderlecht was interested in him, but maybe even the Eredivisie because he did well enough in Belgium for Westerlo.
But Anderlecht, oh, cross goes in, cleared by the defender from Guinea. But even if he goes to Anderlecht, that's a move up. Maybe a season or two there, play well again, and then take another step. There's no rush. I mean, still going to get. They play in the Europa League, I believe.
Anderlecht, I'm not sure.
Okay, Ariel.
Dude, they weren't even marking us on that corner. Zimmerman had like nobody near him on that header. We got to finish these chances, though.
Yeah, we got to get this first goal right away because, Yao again, blew by the defender. Man, Yao is actually another foul. He draws another dangerous foul.
What is Zimmerman doing in the box? Paredes to Tolkien. Oh my God, Yao. Stop it. Filthy. Filthy Yao. Jeez, this kid is good, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, different, right? Some flair, footwork, taking on defenders. The senior team needs to give Griffin Yao a look. That is a fact. The senior team needs to give Griffin Yao a look.
Yeah, this is... he's winning lots of opportunities for Georgie to do something.
And then Georgie will eventually score after or get an assist, and he'll get all the credit.
Yeah. And then we'll be like, Georgie. It's like, no.
No. And everyone, if you just arrived, make sure to drop a like in the stream. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Georgi Mihailovic. Oh, what a bad go. Go 1-0. Mihailovic off a set piece. Where's Pete? We lost Pete. Mihailovic scored and Pete left. Mihailovic scored. Mihailovic off a set piece. Direct free kick, actually. Direct free kick. 1-0 for the U.S. men's national team versus Guinea. Or Guinea. Man, Pete got really upset that Mihailovic scored. 1-0 for the good guys. Man, Pete was gone after the goal. That was a beautiful free kick right there. Beautiful free kick. Here's the thing. Literally what I was saying. Now all the credit will go to Mihailovic, and they won't talk about everything Griffin Yao has done. Max Bretos is partying somewhere right now. Let's see. Is it's Jordy's mediocrity 95% of the time worth that? No, it's not worth that. But good set piece. Again, good set piece. And Chuk is saying, I know you're punching air right now after all. No, Jordi Mihailovic is still shit. Guys, one play does not change that. That was a beautiful free kick. Props to him. I hope he scores another one. The United States needs this. The further the U.S. goes, the better it is for all of us. But no, he still keeps playing in a mediocre level for most of the game and most of the games. And Jeff Carey saying, Tack and Pete, do you like wearing women's clothes? It feels liberating. No, Jeff, I do not. I mean, I don't know if I like wearing women's clothes or not. I don't wear it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. And I don't really plan on trying it, so I don't know. And I'm going to keep it that way. 1-0 for the United States. Dude, it's kind of crazy because here's the thing. Griffin Yao plays in the Belgium league, right? In the Belgium league. But he's looking really, really freaking good right now. Sure, this is Olympic level, so we take it a little bit with a grain of salt, but he has been balling out, and he 100% deserves an opportunity over a Brendan Aronson. Good pass from Mihailovic, finding Paxton Aronson, tries to get across him. That'll be a corner for the United States. Corner kick for the United States. Pete, you disappeared.
Yeah. Nice goal by Mihailovic, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, out of character for him, but good finish.
Well, it's what this super chat says. Zach, is Jordy's mediocrity 95% of the time worth that?
No. He needs to score at least one more for me to think, okay, at least he's a, good contributor there. But hey, you score a good free kick goal. It's a credit to you.
No, yeah, that was a good free kick. Mihailovic delivers, cleared once again by Guinea. You know who's probably super happy right now and at the game? Alex Calabresi.
Oh, yeah, he's at the game. Oh, he loves Georgie.
Oh, my God.
Play for the Chicago Fire. You will get automatic points in Alex's book.
Oh, Mihailovic just got knocked out.
From what?
Ball to the face.
Oh, shit.
Well, the problem is I probably hit his nose. That's probably why. He's okay, but it probably just hurts quite a bit. So Zimmerman won the header. And when the Guinea
Zim is
player...
getting up for these headers, huh?
Zimmerman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's his... That's like the only thing I never criticize him for is winning aerial duels.
Oh, he's great at that.
For the most part, yeah. Besides the Jamaica game.
That one was not his best work.
But yeah, Alex Calabresi, he's definitely going out with Jordy Mihailovic for dinner today. He's going out, but
he's going to say Georgie should be here in the national team instead of Malik.
I mean, I'm just hoping for the following. If we advance, which right now we are advancing, I hope it stays this way, and it looks like we will. I hope Mihailovic can hit a set piece like that against Morocco, because the opportunities against Morocco we won't have plenty. That's the truth. We won't have plenty. So anything we need to take. And set pieces will be crucial, especially when you're the underdog. Oh, yeah, and Mihailovic's nose is not looking good. He's going to come back.
France just scored.
So the odds of us qualifying just increased more.
Yeah. So even if Guinea scores, we'll still be a point ahead of New Zealand.
Well, even if Guinea scores twice, and then we're still ahead in goal differential.
That's true, yeah.
So as it stands, it's looking pretty good for us to qualify.
Saturday's the next game, right?
No, I think it's Friday, actually.
Friday? I'm sure. I think it's Saturday. I could be wrong.
No, I think it's Friday. 99% sure that it's Friday, because I was planning on going to Disney on Saturday. So, because I think I looked it up, men's soccer. So I'll tell you right now. If we go through the bracket, our game against Morocco is Friday at 9 a.m. my time.
Oh, wow.
That's like 6 a.m. your time. So very, very early on Friday, if the results stand as they are right now, with us finishing second, which is what it's looking like. And here comes Guinea, blocked by Tolkien. We're going to be playing on Friday at 9 a.m. Well, the good thing is it's 9 a.m. and the U20s play later in the day. So
yeah,
at least we get it over with early. If it's 9 a.m., we're done by noon. Mihailovic is better than Pulisic, okay? Look, Max Bretos might bring up that point next video. You never know. You never know.
He's gonna say he's a top 5 player on the national team, like legit. Yeah. That's the thing about like people. They'll do one good thing and they'll hype it to the high heavens, but then they'll go real quiet when they stink it up 90% of the time.
You guys got to remember too, Christian Pulisic is abysmal with set. Okay, maybe not abysmal, but not very good with set pieces. He still scored a set piece against Brazil. If you take them enough, it can happen.
Yes, that is true. Also, it should be Gio. Like, shouldn't even be a debate.
The thing with this team, what I'm wondering is if we don't have Mihailovic, who should be taking set pieces instead? Can Paxton take it? I don't know. Who would be taking instead right now?
Well, there's Token and Booth, but neither of them looked very good with their set pieces against New Zealand. So that might be the only justification to keep Mihailovic.
Yeah, it's kind of like the senior team. Oh, Griffin Yao, that's someone's son. Don't embarrass them like that. What a ball. Oh, my goodness. Out wide to Paredes, finds... Oh, Tanner Tessman. Griffin Yao. You're probably about to see it.
Paxton. Oh, Paxton. Okay, Griffin. Oh, Jesus. Griffin. Oh, ball. Paxton looks kind of awkward, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Tanner. Hit that straight at the keeper. You got to go far post with that.
Yeah, but Griffin Yao, man, pleasant surprise. Very pleasant surprise. Joe's saying not watching because of the vile opening ceremony. You are my eyes. Okay, Joe. I mean, yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. You and many others are not watching because of the opening ceremony. All I'll say is to be very nice to that opening ceremony, but just being very nice to it, it was very weird. Very weird. I'm still watching it, but it was very bizarre. Back to the game here. United States 1, Guinea 0. Be nice to get a second goal here in the first half.
Yeah, make it comfortable at halftime and maybe pull some guys off.
Mm-hmm.
Guys have been playing every minute, you know. This is the problem. Fatigue is a real problem here.
Well, and the other thing about it too is we're playing today. Today is Tuesday. The next game is Friday morning. So essentially you got Wednesday and Thursday to rest. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we don't rotate more in these crucial moments, could come back to bite us, you know?
Mm-hmm. Also, keep in mind, we're going to play Morocco. If we beat Morocco, we will literally be one game away, one win away from a medal. Because if we win the semis, we lock in a silver medal at least.
Yeah.
And if we win the third place, we get the bronze medal, which we're not going to be celebrating it like Mexico fans do it. But this is a massive achievement for U.S. soccer, for the men's program specifically in this case.
If we medal, yes.
Yes, if we medal.
It doesn't mean much in the bigger scheme of things. Like Mexico won the bronze when? 21?
They won, the last one. They got bronze, yeah.
They got bronze. Where are all those players now, right? So it doesn't mean much. You can't read into Olympics too much, but in terms of excitement and in terms of like, you know, finding a gem here and there that could become something to contribute to the senior team, then yeah. I mean, so far, the only guy that stood out for me this tournament as somebody who could maybe contribute to the senior team is Griffin Yao. And Taylor Booth, too, he just hasn't had a bunch of chances.
Yeah, for the senior team, these have been the only two players that have looked like they can. But when you say that, you mean like a roster spot, right? Like they can
Roster,
maybe,
not starters. No. Like there's that fourth winger spot that's up for grabs, you know?
Yeah, and this might be just me too. Tanner Tessman hasn't looked bad, but a lot of people are praising and hyping him. I just haven't seen it enough. I can see him making the roster if like Tyler's out and like for depth issues,
It's
but I
also
just have
a very deep part of our team midfield, no?
Yeah. Well, that is one of the reasons too. S27 saying, could Yao be better than Weah? Call him up, please. I mean, I would hold our horses on that one because Weah would probably be also very dominant in the Olympic level. But yeah, maybe. Who knows? I mean, he's looking really good. We have to see him at a higher level. We talked about this. The Olympics is a U23 tournament. And if you're a really good player, you should be standing out. You should absolutely be standing out. I wouldn't say he's better than Weah right now. I don't think he will be better than Weah because I think if Weah was here, he would probably also be doing very well.
Yeah.
Big Tap TV saying, keep doing what you're doing, Tack. Love the content. Thank you very much, Big Tap TV. Thank you very much. Greg Berhalter in the chat. And he said, Mihailovic is better than Reina, but can't hold a candle to Acosta. Yao doesn't bring enough vibes to take seriously. Well, Greg, if Mihailovic is better than Reina, then why didn't you bring Mihailovic to the Copa America? Maybe you would have gotten out of the group, Greg. Remember, it's funny because
Zero links. Sorry, Greg. Zero links.
Zero links. But you remember before the 2022 World Cup and after the 2022 World Cup, where some show journalists, not one, not two, a few of them here in the US, were linking like Greg to like Bundesliga clubs. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to that. Only good that came out of the ceremony was Gojira. Gojira, like Godzilla?
I don't know who Gogeta is.
Who the heck is, like, Godzilla was in it? Like,
Oh, was that the blue man or woman? Whatever it was. I'm not sure who that was.
Isn't Gojira how you say Godzilla?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what Gojira is.
I'm lost.
It's a French metal band. Guys, the odds of me knowing what a French metal band is extremely low. Very, very low. I don't know much about French culture. I'm not that interested in it. No offense to the French. The only French man that we're interested right now is Hervé Renard to coach the national team. Outside of that, I don't care about it too much.
How did the women do in their second game?
They lost to Canada, unfortunately.
Ah, yeah.
But again, is even the French women's national team good? I don't know.
It's not the USA or Canada.
Yeah. Paxton. Cross goes in. Oh, Mihailovic can't finish it. And then Guinea will try to hit the U.S. This Guinea team is not good, man. It's been way too easy. They don't put pressure on the ball. They look disjointed. They can't do crap. How did France struggle with this team?
I don't, because they're shit. Oh, Griffin Yao doesn't lose a damn ball. Even when he's surrounded by players. What was that, Mihailovic?
Kenyon Twing is saying, if the USA medals in the Olympics, should Marko Mitrovic be in the coach picture? No. This is a U23 tournament. I think if he medals, we can possibly consider him for the future, maybe early 2026 cycle, 30, depending on what he does.
I think he should go take a club somewhere, even in MLS, and show that he can. Missed.
Well, he hit the target. The goalkeeper saved it. That was a tough finish also. You'll see the replay. It was a good cross from Paredes, and he tried like a half volley kick. He hit the target in the post.
Paredes looked okay today, huh?
Much better today. Yep.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, that was a tough finish. Ivan is saying, I never watched the opening ceremony, neither in any of the Olympic, Summer, Winter, nor World Cup. It's a complete waste of time. I only watch the games. To be fair, I think I can't really remember too much about any of the ceremonies. I remember, obviously, Shakira's Waka Waka from 2010. Outside of that, I don't remember many of the ceremonies. But this ceremony was talked about so much and shoved in our faces so much, right in our faces on Twitter, everywhere, that I ended up seeing cuts of it. And it was just kind of bizarre. I can't tell if other ceremonies were like this, but I usually don't pay attention to opening ceremonies. I don't really give a shit. I don't remember. Here comes the U.S. Oh, Paredes. No, who scored? Paredes. Oh, because
we're not making any money.
No, why? Why Paredes?
Why, dude?
That is literally my underdog pick. This mother liquor never scores, and then he scores today out of all days.
It's both of ours. Both of ours. Oh, what a beautiful ball. Who gave him that ball? I want to know who gave him that ball. If that was Mihailovic, that was a great ball.
Oh, boy. No, it was
Paxton. I think it was Paxton with the ball.
Beautiful pass from Paxton.
That was a great pass by Paxton. Oh, well, it's okay. We're 2-0 up now. The chances of us not qualifying are probably less than 1%. Oh, great ball. Great ball, Paxton. Great finish, Paredes. Damn. Well done, Paredes. Paredes has been good today. Setting up chances, creating shots. This is the goal. Isn't it interesting how much better we look without Duncan on the field? Everybody just looks better.
I mean, it's kind of hard to look well. The team looks better with Paxton because he's much better than Duncan. But it's just the thing, like when you're playing with Duncan McGuire, you're essentially playing man down. And what's funny is we talked about this so much. I watched Duncan McGuire play multiple games for Orlando City. I keep telling people he's not good. I've watched him play live. I watched him play for club. He is not good. Yeah. He is not good. It's complete and utter nonsense that we brought him in. I just don't get it.
No, I don't understand it. I don't understand it either. Yeah. Griffin, Paxton, and Paredes have looked really good today, the three of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing with Guinea, too, they look so disjointed and disorganized on the defensive shape, in possession. This Guinea team is simply not good, not well coached. It just doesn't
the amount of spaces they're leaving between their defenders, between their defensive line and midfield line, it's like feasting. We're feasting.
I don't know how much it matters right now because I think playing Morocco, Argentina, maybe Morocco's a bit better right now, but it's one of those where it's like we're the underdogs regardless of who we face.
Yeah.
But it does feel right now after watching France play against Guinea that we could have pulled a result against France of Thierry Henry. We could have.
Yeah. No, we could have for sure. France are still winning 1-0, so France are going to go through, it looks like.
Yeah. For us to top the group, we would need New Zealand to beat France, and we need to keep scoring here.
Have you thought about France versus Argentina after that Copa America song? How that interesting that could be?
Oh, yeah. That'll be an interesting game right there. And plus World Cup final rematch.
World Cup rivalry, yeah.
It'll be an interesting one. I'm not going to lie to you. France has looked mediocre, so I'll give Argentina a shot. But Argentina also kind of look like shit a lot of the games, dude. They haven't been playing well. They're getting bailed out by, like, Thiago Almada has played well. Julian Alvarez has been okay, but Thiago Almada has been really good. He got a lot better once he left MLS right away. He left MLS, got better.
Who?
Thiago Almada.
Yeah.
Just left MLS, and he's like immediately makes the big jump. Joe's saying, is this the only age-restricted event at the Olympics? As far as I know, yes.
Yeah.
You gotta understand why it's age-restricted. The reason it's age-restricted, it's something imposed by FIFA because they don't want the Olympics to compete with the World Cup. Yeah. So as far as I know, yeah, the Olympics doesn't have age restrictions for anything. As a matter of fact,
weird because the Olympics is supposed to be amateur, right? It's supposed to be for amateurs, but reality is everybody's a professional at this point.
Yeah, there are simply no amateurs in the Olympics.
No.
Oh, it's literally like the best athletes in the world.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympics is supposed to be for amateurs. Then we have LeBron James making $50 million a year.
Oh.
It's like, it's for amateurs. So we put like one of the greatest basketball players of all time here. It's just for amateurs. Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. We look so much better going long with the ball and then pressing like we did just now with Schulte going long.
Yeah, we don't look good playing out of the back.
No. Which is okay. If you don't have the players for it, don't do it under pressure at least. Yeah, Dietz shouldn't be playing as a 6, dude.
No.
He's not a 6. Also, he brought Atencio in. I wouldn't mind seeing Atencio at the 6. He's an actual 6. Plays there for Seattle.
Or if you're going to go with Dietz, just go back 3 at this point.
Yeah. So now that we're 2-0 up, we need to make some subs for the second half, dude. Like, at halftime. Rest some of these players.
Yeah, especially because there's not much rest between these games. Paredes is probably one we want to rest. He's been playing a lot, running a lot. That's one of the players. Maybe the fullback, John Token, rest him, give Caleb Wiley some minutes.
Yeah.
Tessman, I would rest Tessman also.
Yeah.
Especially because now that Busio's out, we definitely cannot have a banged up or not fit or injured or tired Tessman.
Yeah. Bring Taylor Booth into midfield. Bring Wiley at left back. I don't know.
I would keep Mihailovic for this game at this point.
Yeah, at this point it's already won, so leave Mihailovic on there so you can. I think he needs to be rested against Morocco.
We rest Mihailovic against Morocco. Well, also with this lead, put Duncan McGuire in. Rest our guys. Put Duncan McGuire.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much better we look without Duncan. Yeah. Okay. Corner kick here for Guinea. Zach saying if FIFA elevates the Olympics, they make more money. I don't think FIFA is in charge of organizing the Olympics, and I don't think they make money off the Olympics.
No.
I think what happens with the Olympics is, look, I'm about to speculate the living shit out of what I'm about to say. I have not done any research on this, so just listen out to what I'm about to say. And Jeff Bezos, I'll get your super chat in a second. I missed it, but I'm going to put it up. I think this U23 for the men's program with 3 over age limit players was probably an agreement between FIFA and the Olympic Committee, because FIFA could just tell the clubs to block all the pro players, and all of a sudden men's soccer becomes all amateur and no one watches. So I think this was just an agreement between them.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is saying players like Pulisic, McKennie, Dest will play in 2028. Jeff, maybe. I mean, they'll be over the age limit, and in 2028, the Olympics will be in LA. I mean, maybe they'll play. I would hope that since we're hosting the 2028 Olympics, we will bring our best U23s, which we're missing a lot of them right now, and the best possible over-age players. I would hope. We're going to be playing in LA, but you never know. You never know with these players. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure because we're hosting it, they could probably get released with their clubs if they really wanted to. So there's that.
Lots of other teams have gotten their guys released. It's kind of a failure on our part.
Hakimi is there for Morocco. Julian Alvarez is there for Argentina.
Yeah. Doesn't Almada play for Argentina too? No.
Almada is there, yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
Almada is there. Otamendi is there. I mean, yeah, and hopefully for 2028 we do get our best players released. It's at home. It would be nice for this team to get a medal in 2028, 2 years after the World Cup.
Yeah. Watch, it's going to be Kevin Sullivan and Mathis Albert in that team.
Oh my God. I mean, if Kevin Sullivan is playing super well, that's 4 years from now. He'll be 18.
Yeah, he could be. Might be a decent Man City Academy player by then.
I think that's when he'll head there, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Kevin Sullivan is they played him in that game to break Freddie Adu's record, and then at the Leagues Cup, he's not even making the bench. No. So again,
I watched Kevin Sullivan for Philly too. He's a lot of growing up to do. There's a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how they hyped and then Jim Curtin brought that bullshit that he was ready at age 14, and then no, not for the Leagues Cup, but to break Freddie Adu's record when we have a very large lead against the opponent. Then okay, saved by Patrick Schulte. Good save, good save. Long shot here from Guinea, and Patrick Schulte with a very safe save. Didn't give the rebound, just held on to the ball. Good save. Jeff Carey saying, I even thought the opening ceremony was sketchy. Look, guys, if Spicy Jeff thought the ceremony was sketchy, and he's very spicy. He's a very spicy guy, I'll tell you that. Very, very spicy. I don't know him personally, But just based off the chat, we know he's a very spicy guy. And he didn't like it that much. He thought it was sketchy. You know it's bad. Oh, Paredes. Ooh, Griffin Yao hit the post again. Paredes blows by the defender. Good finish from Yao, and he hit the low post again.
Paxton again with the through ball to Paredes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paredes, nice. Oh. Damn, that could have been 3-0. Paredes is smoking them, too. That's not an easy finish. He's got 2 defenders on him, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could have had like a 3-0 lead easily in this game. Easily. Let's see. Michael's saying, taking a break from Major League Baseball trade deadline coverage to tune in. Let's go, boys. Michael, welcome. Welcome. I honestly don't follow Major League Baseball at all. I don't know crap. One of my goals, this is weird. I've been to an NFL game, obviously, in Buffalo, and college football games. I've been to many NBA games. That one, I've been in New York. I've been in California. I've been in Miami, Orlando. I've been many Houston, San Antonio. I've been to a lot of NBA games, a lot of MLS games, a lot of soccer games. I've never been to a baseball game in my life, and everyone says it's lots of fun to go to. At some point, I'm going to have to go to one.
I went once to a Cubs game in Chicago. It was just a snooze fest.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I couldn't see anything. And there was just a lot of people standing around. And then eventually they're like, what's happening? Oh, someone's hitting the ball. A lot of men scratching their butts. I should go to a Dodgers game because I've heard good things about the Dodgers games. If you go with a bunch of friends, I went with my boss. He wanted to go and it was weird. I just joined the job and he was an awkward dude. So he had to make weird chit chat about hot dogs. It was just not a fun experience. But
yeah, going to a game with your boss, watching men scratch their butts and your boss talk about hot dogs, probably not a good experience.
It was not. It wasn't. But I'm not blaming necessarily the sport itself. It could be really fun if I go to a Dodgers game with some friends or something.
Yeah, maybe a Yankees game. I almost went to a game when I was in Atlanta, but they were playing in New York when I was in Atlanta. But I wanted to go because everyone said that the games in Atlanta are awesome. And I believe them because, at least from what I got, the vibe of Atlanta, it seems like a pretty cool city. Dodgers. Maybe when I go to LA sometime, Pete, we can catch a Dodgers game.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'll take that over the LA.
Bring Max Britos with us.
Yes. Oh, I mean, look, if it's not soccer,
if it's not soccer,
dude,
get him a couple beers.
He probably knows a lot of shit about baseball. Actually, he probably knows it. He's Cuban,
isn't he
right?
Cuban?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. So he would be a blast to go to a baseball game with, for sure.
I'll buy him beer.
Yeah, we'll definitely ply him with beer and listen to him tell stories. He's a great storyteller.
Yeah, I wanna go to non-soccer games with Max.
Yeah,
because his soccer takes drive me nuts.
Yeah,
in a bad way. So, but we'll definitely go catch baseball with him. $16 beers? Never mind, Max. You're paying for your own, man.
Jesus, sports, man. They rape you. Financially, obviously, guys, but I hate that. That's what I hate about like any sport. You go there, the concessions are so expensive. You know, it's like designed to fleece you.
$16 for a beer. My goodness. Probably just like a cup also. You gotta go to the pregame. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably, if I go to a baseball game, I got to find some friends to go with. One, I don't understand baseball at all. The only thing I know is you got to hit the ball with that stick, or the bat in the case. Hit the ball with the bat and then run to the 4 bases, and then you score a point. That's as much as I know. I don't even know how the game ends. There's no timer. Like, how does the game even end?
I don't know how it works. I think this is me showing my baseball ignorance here. Keep in mind, guys, I did not grow up in the United States of America. I think every team gets a certain amount of opportunities at bat, or throws, innings, I think it's called, innings. And then once you exhaust your innings, how many runs you got or home runs or whatever, the team that has more home runs wins. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up here, and like I remember the New York Mets quite a bit because my PE teacher was a Mets fan. He would always wear the hat and talk about it, but I never really paid attention.
Yeah.
I grew up more with like NBA with my friends, a lot of NBA. Um, and then Jeff Carey saying, "Oh, geography Jeff is back, Pete. Geography Jeff.
Oh
At
yeah,
least
there we
he let
go.
go of England. He let go of England now.
Now we're on Guinea.
Yeah, he was really bothered by England last time.
I know.
He's saying Guinea, country of Western Africa, located on the Atlantic coast. Yeah, West Africa is in the Atlantic coast, which is what matches also with if you go across the Atlantic, you'll get to the Americas. Uh, three of the west, three of Western Africa's major rivers, the Gambia.
The Niger.
Yes, I was like, I didn't want to pull a South Park episode. Gotta be, you can't say the N word here. We're not trying to get canceled here. That reminds me of the South Park. I was like, I froze for a second, like, okay, let's be careful here. And the Senegal rise in Guinea. Natural resources are plentiful. Really, is Guinea a rich country?
I have no idea. I'm learning more about Guinea through Jeff's geography Jeff than I ever have any other way.
Yeah. Guinea borders are George Weah's country. Well, George Weah is Liberia. Liberia. Yeah. Yannick Kalukuta is saying something related to age restrictions. The African Confederation organizes an African Cup of Nations just for players playing in African clubs. It's called the African Nation Championship. I didn't know that. We kind of do that with the Gold Cup these days here, where we just send domestic players, and Mexico pretty much just has Liga MX players at this point.
Yeah.
So we kind of do that already here with the Gold Cup.
Even Canada didn't bring a lot of their starters to the last Gold Cup, so we kind of have it here. It's an MLS promotion tour, MLS and Liga MX promotion tour.
It's smart for Africa to do that, though, because a lot of their national teams actually have plenty of stars in Europe, more than CONCACAF. Outside of the US, of course. So they have a lot. And it's a way to, because Africa has a lot of talent that goes unscouted. That's the truth. A lot. And that was another save by what's his name? Patrick Schulte. That's another thing, too, that I had in my underdog fantasy picks. I had Schulte having less than 3 saves. Oh, no, higher than 3 saves. So that one I'll get right. But Kevin Paredes already screwed me over. Kevin Paredes.
I know. I think it's time for some halftime subs. We've gone a little quiet.
Yeah, I mean, this is the game to put the guys that should never play.
Or the guys that deserve another look, like Taylor Booth. I would honestly bring on Taylor Booth for Tanner Tessman. Let him play in midfield. Probably Wiley for Tolkien. And then probably Duncan McGuire for, I was going to say Georgie, but kind of leave Georgie on there.
I would rest Yao, Paxton, or Paredes. Paredes needs to rest.
Yao's only started one game. He doesn't need rest that much. Paredes needs more rest than Yao.
Yeah, Paredes. Paxton also started all the games. That's another one.
That's true. I might take off Paxton for Duncan, but then I'd put Booth and Yao there to cook.
We can also, Mitrovic can always also instruct the players, in the final 10 minutes, go easy, try to just hold on to possession. Let's not overwork our bodies.
McGlynn is another one that could come in.
McGlynn, yeah. McGlynn. How many subs do we have? 5?
Yeah, we haven't used any of them. So
players that could. So Booth, McGuire, Jack McGlynn, Wiley.
That's 4 right there.
And then I guess you can send in Kramaski at some point just to rest someone.
Atencio, maybe.
Atencio, I just give him minutes. Kramaski already played more than he should have.
Yeah. It's crazy because he would be really good with the U20s, which is his age group.
And his level.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're fine with U20 players making it to the Olympic roster as long as that's their level.
Yeah.
Right? It's not his level right now.
No.
And everyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. Let's try to hit over 300 likes before halftime, or maybe 400. Remember, it's free and it's a great way to support the channel. It pushes the stream to more people. So halftime, Pete, United States 2, Guinea 0. Didn't you have like a few guinea pigs?
My girlfriend did, yeah. She had 2 guinea pigs.
Are
But
they
I think
from
those
Guinea?
are from, I think they originated from Papua New Guinea in Oceania.
Okay, so
I don't
not
think
Africa.
they come from Guinea, but I could be wrong. I know they're quite popular in Peru. Like they have big versions of them. I think they come from the same family as, what are those things? Capybaras.
Oh, capybara. Where I lived in Rio de Janeiro, we had these massive capybara. They were huge, dude. They were like
Yeah.
the size of a golden retriever, but fat.
Yeah, I think it's the same family as capybaras, but I could be wrong.
What was funny about the capybaras in Brazil is I lived in we lived like a block away from the beach in Rio, and there was like this like river or canal, I guess that's what it would be called. I don't know the difference between a canal and a river. And in this river or canal, we had the capybaras that would just be there eating and not doing anything productive. They were very, very fat. And then sometimes the alligators would just eat them
Yeah,
right
Yeah.
there in the middle of
not
the city.
fast. They're not fast, huh?
No, and they smell really bad. They're like furry or hairy pigs.
Yeah,
And I mean, you were talking about big what's the name? Big guinea pigs in Peru. Aren't big guinea pigs just like rats?
I guess I don't really know the etymology or the origin of their. All I know is they eat a lot of hay and they peed everywhere and they stank.
They used to make weird noises too in your streams. Remember that?
Yeah, they would weak. Weak. It was very, yeah. Anyways, and the only place to put them was my office. It's like these are not even my pigs.
I remember people were like, "What's that noise?" And you're like, "It's the guinea pigs."
Yeah. Well, they went on to their heavenly reward. They crossed the Rainbow Bridge last year. So
Rest in peace, guinea pigs.
rest in peace to Toots and Puts.
Holden, and the last name, which I shall not say. Chance the United States can beat Morocco. Look, from what I've seen in the group stage, and again, we talked about how the Olympics is so unpredictable. Morocco lost to Ukraine, for example, in the group stage, but they beat Argentina and they beat Iraq. Yeah, Iraq today. From what I've seen in the group stage, we're not the favorites against Morocco, but I don't think it is a crazy upset if we beat them. That's my overall point. So I'd probably go like 60% chance Morocco advances and 40 for us. So like if we played 10 times, they would advance 6, we would advance 4. With that said, those are pretty good odds. Those are fairly good odds. I don't think we're we're underdogs in my opinion based on what I've seen. But if it's not a, would you even consider it an upset if we knock out Morocco?
No.
No. Yeah. I would say they have a better team. They also like Amir Richardson has looked better than all of our midfielders. They do have Hakimi. He's better than any player we brought. But overall, it's a beatable opponent.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Sure. I mean, look, if that terrible Mexico generation could medal at the Olympics, we certainly can.
Wasn't Linus their best player or something?
Yeah, Linus was their guy. He was the future.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, and keep in mind, the U.S., we lost to France 3-0, but 3-0 is not a good representation of that game.
No.
And we're running over the other 2 scrub opponents that we're facing. And again, I don't mean to disrespect these countries, but they're kind of shit in soccer. Okay,
Yeah.
so but then Too Much Sauce is saying Algeria could have been a powerhouse. Mbappe is half. Zinedine Zidane is Algerian. Karim Benzema, Samir Nasri, etc. Yeah, if they could win the dual national battles, yes,
Right.
If they could, but they didn't. And all these players you're mentioning played for France, and France is a powerhouse. They most certainly are. I didn't know Samir Nasri was Algerian too. I knew Zidane. I knew Benzema. I didn't know about Mbappe, but I didn't know Samir Nasri was that, a dual national.
I didn't know that either.
No, I wasn't aware of that.
I guess with a name like Samir Nasri, sounded North African, so it's possible, quite possible.
Yep, it's true. And then going on here, super chats are done, so I can skip on that. And everyone in the chat, anyone that just tuned in, the United States is a 2-0 lead against Guinea. A very easy game so far. 2-0, could have been 3, could have been possibly 4. We hit the post twice. The goalkeeper actually made a brilliant save in the beginning, too, with a Griffin Yao shot. Griffin Yao kind of deserves a goal.
He does. He does. He deserves to start the rest of this tournament, whatever happens.
Pete, I think a good thing to do right now is bring up a quick topic here of a tweet that I put out yesterday or 2 days ago, actually. So the U.S. women's national team defeated Germany 4-1. And I watched them play.
Very good.
Yes, I would say we're both casuals with the women's national team. We'll watch it during the Olympics and World Cup. And I watched them in the World Cup last year, and they looked abysmal under Vlatko, losing very early in the round of 16. Looked terrible in the group stage, horrible in the final third, very pragmatic. But then all of a sudden they hire what it might be arguably the best women's coach out there, Emma Hayes, or at least top 3 from my knowledge. And the team looks drastically different. Good performance in the first game, completely ran over Germany, that many were saying is a very good team in the women's side.
They are.
4-1. 4-1. The team played well, looked fluid. The front 3 looked great. But on Twitter, the Twitter tacticos, soccer nerds, soccer dads, they were telling me coaching didn't matter that much.
It doesn't, Tech. That's what Joseph Lowry told me. And he works for The Athletic sometimes, so he must be right. Coaching doesn't matter. Why even have a coach at all? Just have the players go play on their own.
He also wears glasses, so that automatically makes him smarter.
Yeah, and he talks to the lisp. That makes him even smarter. That's like double smart.
Yeah, what I should do is I should buy fake glasses, put them on, just so people are like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's got glasses on.
Well, also you could pull a Bob Morocco and just talk stats. Never talk about the eye test or what you see on the field. Just talk about, not even XG at this point. That's that's for simpletons. To be really smart, you have to make up your own stats. Call them X4 or 10G, which is the amount of times that they entered the final fourth of the field while putting on a 10 performance. That's crucial to understand.
Or where they come up
XG,
with
the
next, they put like an X hustle, X pressing stat. It's like that.
Oh, X hustle.
X hustle, expected hustles, expected tackles, just expect everything expected, nothing real, just what we expect. We just keep expecting what will happen. Adam Folds is saying, speaking of dual national battles, had we been able to win for Amir Richardson, would he have been an important piece for the U.S. men's national team? In my opinion, yes.
He would have been an important piece. The question is, would Berhalter have even started him?
I don't know. I think he would fight because looking at him play, he is a perfect mix of technical ability and athleticism.
But his boy Adams wanted to play. His boy McKennie wanted to play. What's he going to do? Bench one of them?
Yeah, you can't bench a half-fit Adams and then slightly overweight McKennie. You can't do it with the U.S. It doesn't matter how many Big Macs McKennie eats before a game. You have to start him. And it doesn't matter if Tyler Adams can't play more than 45 minutes and has to get back surgery after the Copa America. You still play him, right? Yeah, I mean, I think Richardson would be very important. If we get a foreign coach, a European coach, he would definitely be playing Amir Richardson quite a bit. He started for Rennes, whatever, in Ligue 1 for most of the games last season. He's looked very good in the Olympics. I think he's a really good player. He's been looking really good. And it's funny because he's the son of an NBA player. And we were like, oh, hey, maybe we can get an American here. And like, no. He was always Morocco's to lose, to be fair.
Yeah.
Midnight Man is saying, is there any player so far that hasn't made a case for a future senior call-up? Is there any player so far that hasn't made a case? Plenty.
Yeah. Hasn't a ton.
Okay, I'm going to switch that. If it's hasn't in this Olympic team, I would say almost all of them have made a case to not be called in. But what me and Pete said earlier was the ones that made a case to get an opportunity on the at least on the wing would probably be Griffin Yao and Booth, get a shot, see what they can do.
Yeah.
And we talked about like Tanner Tessman possibly if like Tyler's out, maybe being the roster as a depth piece for the six. Outside of that, no one really showed anything. Paredes today has looked better. Paredes. Paxton, we'll see. Paxton will play for Utrecht this season, so it's good to follow along how Paxton is doing. He does seem to have better vision, incisive passing, and technical ability than his brother. It's less hustle, more technique than Brendan.
And definitely more than Mihailovic.
Yes, and he's younger, much younger.
Much younger, yeah.
Loco Capivara. It's not capybara, guys. It's capivara with a V. V, capivara.
But in English, it's spelled capybara.
Is it? Oh, in Portuguese, it's with a V, capivara. Yeah. We don't smell. No, trust me. You smell bad. I've walked right next to many capivaras. Y'all smell like complete and utter shit. You literally are. It's probably worse than a pig because you got all that fur and hair all over you. That's just disgusting. And you swim and it's a mix of like shit and wet dog. Like, or it's horrible smell. I don't know how gators eat that thing. In Rio de Janeiro. It's terrible. I don't recommend. But if you guys want to see a capivara up close, go to Rio de Janeiro and go to like the Canal de Marapendi where they have. If you walk like less than a mile there's no way you won't see at least one. And they're usually like 5 together. There's a lot of them. They're massive. You can't miss it. And you can also see the little micos, which are these like tiny little monkeys that have like a mustache. They're kind of funny. And they steal your food, and they might also steal your wallet sometimes. Well, they just take stuff. That's the thing. So 2-0 for Guinea. Everyone, Pete, I'm gonna hand you the mic. I know you're sick for like 30 seconds because I gotta run to the restroom and come back. Don't worry, I won't even wash my hands. Wash my hands.
Good to know.
Let me see if there's something in the chat for you to talk about here in the meantime. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find a topic, Pete. Otherwise, you're just gonna be staring at them.
I can just riff.
Okay, take over for 30 seconds. I'll be back.
All right, go for it. Yeah, guys, not much to say, really. Game is game. We've talked about it enough in the first half. We're winning. We're getting out of the group, very likely. And I am down with a nasty flu, which is why I'm very low energy today. So I apologize for my low energy, but it's not COVID because I tested twice and I tested negative twice. But I've got a nasty fever. My throat hurts. I feel body aches and fatigue. So yeah, that's where we're at. But now I've got the energy of Greg Berhalter. So, look, getting fired by the U.S. men's national team was not fun, and I don't love it, but I'm excited about my PowerPoints. I'm actually in discussions with PowerPoint and Microsoft to go on tour and to talk about the power of PowerPoint in soccer and how to change soccer through PowerPoint.
I want to put this clip again because some people might have missed it in the pregame. This one was a video of Men in Blazers asking Berhalter, asking Fabrizio Romano about Berhalter's links. I'm sorry, guys, but I want to put it again. I watch this clip every time I laugh, so I'm going to have you guys listen to it again if you weren't here before. And to grow the likes in this stream, hit the like button if you're still partying and celebrating Greg Berhalter's departure from the U.S. men's national team. He is gone. He is fired out of the national team. But here it is.
Have you heard any links at all between Greg Berhalter, any clubs in Europe, knowing what you know? What are his future career possibilities, Fab?
I will be completely honest with you. 0 links.
I love it so much.
Every time. But I think my favorite part about it is that you can tell that Raj is definitely trying to glaze Berhalter there, right? He's trying to be like, if Fab says he's got links to big European coaches, then it makes U.S. soccer not look as bad for hiring him in the first place. You could tell he's trying to prop up Berhalter because he also never criticized Berhalter ever once. And so he's definitely trying to glaze him. And I was just like, I'll be very honest, 0 links.
Maybe he's trying to get an interview with Greg Berhalter.
Probably.
I mean, can I put one thing out here real quick? Everyone, this is an open invitation. If Greg Berhalter wants to come to our channels for an interview, I mean, we're not going to go easy on him because there's a lot that we're holding in. There's a lot of questions for Berhalter. He is welcome to come for an interview. This is an open invitation. All the topics would be sent in advance so he can approve them.
Yeah.
But obviously, depending on what he says, there's pushback. I know he would never accept it, but maybe that's what Raj wants. He wants to get Greg Berhalter on his channel,
Also,
which would be a
Berhalter
shit
never
interview.
really got serious criticism for our Copa America failure. It was very like, oh, it's time to change. Berhalter did a good job, but it's time to move on from the mainstream media, right? So it's kind of like, and then after he got fired, people were like complimenting him. He still did an amazing job. Even your boy Jerson Perez was like, he talked to me about soccer. What a good man. All of a sudden,
He put that out?
yeah, he was like, after El Salvador, I came to Chicago and he spent time to talk about soccer with me. Just a great human being. Tom Bogert is like, oh, Greg Berhalter did a phenomenal job. I love how things just don't work out. He goes, oh, things didn't really work out. It's like, yeah, they didn't work out because he was shit.
Yeah, the thing, it's kind of crazy what people will do just for like try to get like a job and access, right? Anyhow, not the way I operate, not the way I work. Jeff Carey saying, Pete, I can bring some soup and give you a good Vicks rub down.
I'm good. Thank you, Jeff.
As a matter of fact, you're healed, right? The flu went away.
Much better now. Much better. I'm going to actually go take my temperature, see if I have a fever. I might take a Tylenol or something here.
Yeah, go check before Jeff knocks on your door.
Exactly.
Second half started, everyone. We're over a minute already into it. No substitutions from the United States. We're coming back with the same team. I guess Guinea made one sub at halftime. France is currently defeating New Zealand. So as it stands, the U.S. is advancing in second place, and we will play Morocco Friday morning. Friday morning. Let me look into if there's any other Olympic BS for me to watch here. If there's any other games. Okay, there's gymnastics. I'll put it on. You know what's funny about gymnastics in the Olympics? This is actually really funny. Every time they do some tricks and they just jump and do those like 200 back flips or front flips or side flips or flipping, everything's flipping around. They give the grades, right? Or the ratings, whatever, the grades, I guess. That's what the judges give. They give grades. Is it bad that every time I see anyone in gymnastics doing the tricks, they all look the same to me? Like, I'm impressed. I cannot do that crap. It's insane what they can do. These athletes are incredible. But is it crazy that they all look the same to me? I can never tell when someone's better than the other. I mean, I'm just impressed by everyone. Frank Kessler said that Fabrizio Romano said that Greg could get a newly promoted EPL job. Yeah, he could. He could. It would just like send him right back to the EFL Championship, but he could. I mean, I can get a job with a new promoted Premier League club. They would probably get relegated. Not probably. They would 100% get relegated with me. Tony R. said, you don't know about gymnastics. Stop talking about topics you can't explain and then say fall words. I didn't say fall words. I just said they all look the same to me, which is true. The fact that I don't know anything about gymnastics is definitely not hidden. I don't know anything about gymnastics. I think what the athletes do there is incredible. There's no way I can get anywhere close to doing what they do. There's no way the average human can do what they do. But it still looks very similar to me. They all look kind of like the same, the tricks. They all look very similar. All look very, very similar. Just an opinion. Just an opinion, Tony. I'm assuming you might have been a gymnastic, so you got offended by it. But once again, this is not me criticizing gymnastics. It's just when I'm watching it, when I'm watching gymnastics, which I have it on TV here right now, I appreciate what they do. It's pretty incredible. But it does always look the same. I don't understand how they give different ratings unless the person falls. Like if the person falls, I can understand why points would be deducted. But when they do those crazy flip there, flip that way, and then they just like land perfectly, there's still different ratings, which I never understand. And I probably never will. Greg is saying no one knows shit about gymnastics. And save here by Patrick Schulte, by the way. Guinea trying to be a bit more aggressive as they're being eliminated. Another save here from Patrick Schulte. Yeah, I wouldn't say no one. There's definitely a few people that practice gymnastics, and they probably know, I would assume. But I would say most sports fans don't really understand much about gymnastics. They're probably more like me that they just see and they're like, holy crap, that person just do like 3 backflips in the right on the air. Like, yeah, okay, good play here from the U.S. men's national team. Low cross goes in, Paxton can't reach it. I think offsides was called. But I think most people don't understand much about gymnastics, to be fair. Most people don't. Valentina saying tack gymnastics is fun. Well, it's fun to watch. I put it on, fun to watch. If you put me to try to practice gymnastics, oh my goodness, with those jumps that they do, my knee's like blowing up right away. If I try to jump like that, as soon as I land, my knee is gone. I don't know how they deal with it with their knees. I do also only watch gymnastics during the Olympics because I don't really know when else it's going on. I don't really know when else it's going on. Yeah, the US is definitely taking it slow here in the second half. We're definitely taking it much slower. Paredes. Oh, good, nice little through ball there to Griffin Yao. He's not able to settle the ball, and Guinea's able to clear it. But to be fair, the US should definitely take it easy here in the second half. Don't let Guinea score for sure. Try to get a third goal if you can just to kill it off. But you have to take it easy. We have a big game on Friday, probably against Morocco. Like as things stand, we're going to play Morocco Friday morning. So you have to take it easy. Don't get injured. Fatigue too. Go slow. Take it easy. Jeff Carey saying, Tack and Pete, your lack of sports knowledge is disturbing. I still loved y'all. Yeah, I mean, I look outside of soccer, I have no issue saying I don't know much about every other sport. I'll watch other sports. Like I like watching basketball, and I know a little bit about basketball. I play basketball for fun too. I don't know much about football. I don't know crap about baseball. I don't know much about gymnastics. I know a little bit about swimming for whatever that's worth. I mean, like, there's not much to know about swimming, right? You just know like the styles of swimming, freestyle, breaststroke. I forgot the name of the other ones actually. The one you'd swim the back. I forgot the name actually. But yeah, I don't know much about the other sports in general. And Tony's saying you can't even get. I would prefer Argentina in the quarterfinals than Morocco. This is 1.2, Tony. The in the group stage, Morocco looked better than Argentina. Morocco looked better. It's hard for me to say which one I would prefer because Argentina does have a few players up top that will quickly punish you if you make a mistake. They're both tough opponents. Another long shot from Guinea and another easy save here from Patrick Schulte. They're just trying long shots at this point. That's all they're doing. Is saying we also have capivaras in Venezuela. Really? Venezuela has capivara. I guess South America has capivara. I'm pretty sure maybe more. Oh, almost a good pass there from John Toke. Good idea. Good idea trying to find Griffin Yao. Good idea. Sam is saying that Dietz wasn't good today. Yeah, Dietz. I wouldn't say Dietz has been horrible today. He's probably been among our worst performers, but he wasn't horrible. No one was horrible for us today so far, right? We still got like a good like 40 minutes to go here. No one's been horrible, but yeah, in a game that most players stood out, Dietz didn't really stand out. Good defense there from Paredes, and then he draws a foul. Good defense there. Fumar Mota is saying Dietz is a center back playing the 6. Yeah, I heard he can also play the 6, so it makes sense that he's playing the 6, but hasn't been great. Hasn't been great. I'm pretty sure last game Dietz played as a center back, right, against New Zealand, and he also didn't look that good. Didn't he play as a center back against New Zealand? Pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did against New Zealand. Let's see. Matt is saying By the way, Tax, saying that Thiago Almada is playing worse for Botafogo would be negative for MLS, but that is not what you said. You said he's playing better since leaving. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. He hasn't played for Botafogo yet, if I'm not mistaken. That was a joke. I was joking that he left MLS and he became better immediately. No. He left MLS and he's still the same player. That was a joke. I don't think Thiago Almada has played for Botafogo yet. I don't think he's made his debut. I think, at least. So everyone, if you just arrived, make sure to drop a like in the stream. I don't know how many we have. United States 2, Guinea 0. Saying, Tack, have you seen what's going on in Venezuela? Your video is making me forget about the sad reality. Yeah, what's happening in Venezuela is truly sad. And let's just be honest, it's not an issue that's like just happening now with Venezuela. It's been going on for quite some time in Venezuela. There's obviously a lot of, it's escalating at the moment, but Venezuela has been having terrible problems for quite some time. It's a terrible situation, and unfortunately, there's not much we can do besides just pray for the people of Venezuela at this point, which I don't know what else to do. They're saying, Tack, what is a capivara? Well, okay, I'll put it on screen if you all want me to. Capivara. A capivara is this thing right here. Look on screen right now. This is a capivara. You guys see it? It's on screen. It's this like fat, like furry pig. They're huge. I know they look kind of small here, but they're not small. This is the baby capivara probably. They are big, trust me. I've seen these in Rio de Janeiro. They are really big. They're really big. These are capivaras. Now let me put back here the game. 2-0 for the United States. To bring the game back up. Where is it? US and Guinea. Here it is. Yeah, I don't know why they looked small on those specific pictures, but capivaras are big. Still no subs for the US, which is weird. We're about to hit minute 60. We have control of this game. It's the perfect game to give players some minutes. Oh, here comes Guinea in transition. No. Good recovery there. Was that Walker? I think it was Walker. Patrick Schulte out wide to John Token. Token back to Miles. Good pass from Miles. And then I think, who was that? I can't see it far. Is that Griffin Yao? No, that was McGlynn. Actually, we did have a few subs. Hold on. My bad, everyone. On the 50, we had subs during the 52nd minute. And they were, Jack McGlynn was in for Mihailovic, and Atencio was in for Dietz. I am sorry. 5 minutes ago, we had subs. Terrible job here from Tactical Manager. Terrible job with my commentary. How did I miss that? We were talking about capivaras, and I missed it. So Jack McGlynn was on for Mihailovic, and Atencio that replaced Busio, that's injured in this roster. He is on for Dietz. We made 2 subs. By subs, I mean substitutions, not like the sandwiches. Even though I'd love to have like a public sub right now. Public sub. Patrick Schulte with the ball. Ball to McGlynn. Tessman. Oh, here comes Paredes. Cuts inside. Put a through ball. Good ball. Is that Atencio? Atencio with the cross, and that's cleared by the Guinea player. Low cross. That could have been a goal. Paxton Emerson was making that run. Right in behind right there. That was going to be a tap-in. I'm pretty sure that was Atencio. Yeah, it was Atencio, right? What number is Atencio? Yeah, he's number 21. That was Atencio. Did Busio get sent to Venice? I believe he was. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he stays there. He's recovering from an injury. I don't know if he stays with the Olympic roster. I don't know if he stays with the team. Okay, ball goes in at the corner. Header. Ooh, who was that? Harrio with the header for the United States at the 59th minute here. Good delivery from McGlynn. Good header. Almost goes over the Guinea goalkeeper. If we get a 3-0 lead, you better get all these subs in. Get these subs in. Rest our players. Should be trying to rest Kevin Paredes. Should be trying to rest also Tanner Tessman a little bit. We got to get that number 3. Jeff Bezos is saying, when and why did you go to the US? Just curious. What do you mean, when and why did I go to the US? Like to live in the US? I mean, I was like 3 or 4. 3 or 4 when my parents moved to California. My dad was doing, I believe, his master's and working. My dad was in the Brazilian military, and the Brazilian military is, I think they still are, but they still were. They did, and I think they still do a lot of work with the U.S. military. So my dad was sent to California when I was a kid. Then we went back to Brazil when I was a bit older, and then back here when I was a teenager. If that's your question, if that's your question. I was like 3 or 4. I think I was 4. It was like before kindergarten. I remember because I remember I went I learned how to write in English before Portuguese. Oh, cross goes in for Guinea. Because I did kindergarten here in the U.S. So it was before that, and I think kindergarten is like when you're 5 or 6, something like that. Fun fact: Venezuela means little Venezia. Really? Venezuela means little Venezia, or Venice in this case, right? Venezia is Venice. Patrick Schulte with the ball. Tries to go. Yeah, Schulte is really bad with his feet. That's probably a lesson for the 7 things we learn tomorrow. That's probably a lesson. Okay, Jeff, so that was your question. You got the answer there. Guinea with the ball. Yeah, I think one thing we learned in this Olympics for sure, we didn't see Gabriel Sonina play, obviously, and I don't think we're going to see Gabriel Sonina play. But one thing's for sure, Patrick Schulte is not good with his feet. Not good with his feet. And here comes the U.S. in transition now. Paxton Aronson, oh, bad touch. Bad touch. And he lost the ball. That'll go to Guinea. That'll be a throw-in for Guinea. Why not give Gaga Sonina a chance? Well, I guess Mitrovic just trusts Schulte better. I personally think that Schulte might still be a better goalkeeper than Sonina. Sonina is younger. I believe he's 2 years younger, which makes a big difference as a goalkeeper. But it's just that he trusts more. And I think, so I'm watching here the Olympic gymnastics. I think the United States just won a gold medal. I mean, the girls are celebrating a lot with the American flag. I'm assuming the U.S. women's gymnastics just won a gold medal. I mean, they usually do, right? They're really good. Well, there's also, wait, there's more. There's another country celebrating, Brazil too. Brazil and the U.S. are celebrating. It's a party here. I don't know. Is the U.S. gold and Brazil silver? What happened? There are Brazilians crying. So Brazil won bronze. Is that what it is? So gold for the U.S. The U.S. women's gymnastics just won gold. And Brazil won something. They're celebrating. Silver, Brazil silver. There you go. Those are the things you love to see. U.S. gold, Brazil silver, Brazil gold, U.S. silver. That's what I want to see. So the United States got gold. Brazil didn't get silver. I think it's bronze. I think Brazil got bronze. Let me double check here. Hold on. I think it's gold for the U.S. That one's confirmed. Gold for the U.S. And yeah, Brazil got bronze. Bronze medal for Brazil, gold medal for the United States. Congratulations to the girls from the U.S. gymnastics. Congratulations to the girls from the Brazilian gymnastics for getting their Olympic medal. The U.S. getting gold, Brazil getting bronze. Congratulations to them. It literally just happened here. Biles, no, she didn't quit this year. She won. She got the gold medal. Oh, yeah, the last Olympics, she quit the last Olympics? Something happened. Yeah, something happened with her last Olympics. I can't remember what it was. But anyhow, congratulations to all of them. United States here with the ball, 64 minutes, 2-0. Okay, good ball. Good ball. Atencio with it. Oh, good run from Atencio. And then a bad cross, bad pass. Hey, I've liked Atencio so far in this game. Not bad. He's looked good. Playing well. She rage quit last Olympics. Did she really rage quit? Was that what happened? I remember there was something like that people were getting mad at her. I just didn't follow it as much. I don't remember very much the Tokyo Olympics. It's almost like in my memory, like the Tokyo Olympics didn't really happen. By the way, 2 substitutions here for the United States men's national team. Duncan McGuire and Taylor Booth are being subbed in. Paxton Aronson is coming off. And who else? So Paxton's out for Duncan McGuire, which I don't care too much. I'm okay with Duncan McGuire coming on for Paxton, get Paxton some rest. And then Griffin Yao is out and Taylor Booth's coming on. Taylor Booth will get roughly 30 minutes here, a little less than 30 minutes. And Griffin Yao will get some rest. Fantastic performance from Griffin Yao. He didn't score, but a fantastic performance. He deserved the goal. He was electric on the ball, taking on defenders, hit the post twice. He was brilliant, really good. And 2-0 for the United States. Cross goes in, cleared by the Guinea defense. Let me get some water here. I hope Pete's doing okay. He has a bit of a fever. I hope Pete's doing okay. We'll see what Taylor Booth can do now. We're almost hitting minute 69, and you guys know what that means. You all know what that means when we hit minute 69. I get lost for words. When we hit minute 69 every time. It's a very special moment, a very good moment. And we have 400 likes in the stream. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. Thank you very much. This is weird, man. Look at this. Hold on. This is weird. What is YouTube doing? Look at this. Is this YouTube AI? Look at screen real quick. Oh, they removed it. I shared it. They removed it. There was like an AI thing here talking about how you were talking about the Olympics. Oh, now they removed it. In the chat, they had like some AI like giving context to a topic. I swear, I just saw it. Okay, let me just go back here and put back to the score. 2-0 for the U.S. against Guinea. Okay, U.S. with the ball now. Taylor Booth back to John Token. It's on the AI summary of the chat. Yep, there's like AI summary of the chat apparently these days. What is the AI summary of this chat? There you go, YouTube. AI summary. Yeah, it says, viewers are expressing their opinion about various Olympic athletes, the ongoing gymnastic competitions, and the Tokyo Olympics as a whole. Some viewers are concerned about... Oh, then they just removed it. Okay, we're about to hit minute 69 very soon. We're getting there. I wonder if the AI summary in the chat, if we just talk about... like, this is what's funny. When Spicy Jeff is sending a bunch of weird super chats, like right now, will the AI summary of the chat catch on to that? Like to Spicy Jeff's super chats, right? Would the AI chat catch on to Spicy Jeff? We don't know yet. We don't know. Will they be talking about 69, the AI chat? Will they understand this is a soccer channel? Is this a sexual educational channel? We don't know. Cross goes in, cleared by Walker Zimmerman. Duncan McGuire with the ball. Oh, good ball from... okay, maybe not too good of a ball from Duncan. Okay, it wasn't that good. Jeff Carey saying, I'm taking my pants off at work at minute 69. Jeff, don't take your pants off. And we've hit minute 69. Nice. We made it again, guys. Nice. Very nice. We made it again. Oh, my goodness. We hit minute 69 with 6,900. No, not 6,900. But look at the number of people in the chat right now. 690. Beautiful. 69 minutes, 690. It's poetic. It's like destiny at this point. I need to make a 69 jersey or something. It's just becoming a channel trademark. 690 people in the chat. 69 minutes. Wonderful, beautiful, very nice, very nice. And Jeff, don't take your pants off. Don't take your pants off. Keep your pants on. I know you're probably at home, Jeff. You're probably at home, but just keep your pants on, man. At least when you're in the stream. It's what they say. The more 69, the better. The more 69, the better. Is there a bat in the field? Or is that a bat? Wait. Go back to that. Did someone see that? I saw that. That was a bat. That was definitely a bat. Why is there a bat? How did it even get there? Are we sure it's not a vampire? I mean, isn't Transylvania in Romania, which is in Europe, which I'm assuming it's close to France? So they have bats in Paris? That's a bit unusual, right, for a big city to just have a bat in a big city. Even though they had bats in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. I've seen bats in Rio de Janeiro. But Rio is a city that has a lot of green, right? A lot of forests all over the place and mountains. So I understand why we have bats there, but it's kind of weird for me. I didn't know they had bats in Paris. Wait. Is this game actually in Paris? Is this game actually in Paris? Yeah, they're not in Paris. I'm eating a banana. Anyone wondering? I'm eating a banana. Oh yeah, I saw the video of Manu Ginobili hitting a bat during an NBA game when he played for the Spurs. Yeah. Wasn't it Bat Manu that they called him? Bat Manu? Bats are everywhere. No, we don't have bats in Florida. No, I need to check this. Do we have bats in Florida? Do we have bats in Florida? Oh wow. Yes, bats can be found in many different locations across Florida, including dry pine forest, hardwood forest, and even neighborhoods. Well, so I'm sorry, we do have bats in Florida. I was not aware. I've never seen a bat in Florida. I've seen a bear, I've seen a gator, I've seen snakes. I've never seen a bat, but apparently we have bats in Florida. Let's just say I'm not very well educated when it comes to bats. I'm definitely not Batman. Definitely not Batman. I also don't like bats. Bears in Florida. Yeah, we have a lot of bears in Florida. I can tell you that. A lot of bears in Florida. Believe me, we have bears here. A lot of bears. Thought we only had bears in California? No, we have bears here in Florida. A lot of them. Very big bears. Very big, scary, hungry bears. Very, very big bears. They like to eat the trash also. They love to eat the trash, the bears here in Florida. Do the bears fight the alligators here? No. I've never seen a bear fight an alligator here in Florida. I've seen bears getting shit from the trash can or the dumpster. They're just like trying to get food. And I've seen gators just kind of like floating around by ponds. Yeah. Oh, lizards. We have a lot of lizards here in Florida. What's funny about the lizards here in Florida is in Central Florida, so Orlando, Tampa, the Central Florida region, the lizards are very, very tiny. They're small lizards. Then you go to Miami, those lizards are closer to being freaking Godzilla than the actual like Central Florida lizards. They're huge. They're like almost like iguanas. They're huge lizards. I swear, there's some probably like nuclear reaction there that the lizards in Miami are ginormous. They're huge lizards. Oh, and here comes the U.S. Paredes cuts inside, shoots, go, 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 go. So unreal. The day I make my underdog fantasy picks for Paredes to not score, and this mother liquor scores a brace. He never scores. He decided to score a brace today. Unreal. Unreal. I finally picked, I just picked Paredes to not score in the underdog fantasy app. The dude never scores. So he scores a brace. He scored a brace. Unreal. Unreal. Gonzalez is saying, Tack, I live in Tampa. Do you forget the wild pigs? We have wild pigs in Tampa? Really? Wild pigs, Tampa. I mean, I just moved to Tampa, so I didn't know we had wild pigs here in Tampa. I didn't know that, but I'll watch out for them. I'll watch out for them. They look scary. They look like a mix of like a pig. It's as if a pig and an African dog had a baby, and they look like wild pigs. They look like wild pigs. So the U.S. men's national team has advanced to the quarterfinals. I need to tweet this out, guys. And they will play Morocco this Friday. Yeah, the bat is now just flying around. I'll say this. I said this before, and Caleb Wiley comes on for Paredes, by the way. I don't think we're the favorites against Morocco, but I do like our odds. I do like our odds against Morocco. I think there's a shot. There's a chance, right? There's a chance. And then we have 13 minutes to go. By the way, we're going to be doing a live watch along later today for the U.S. men's national team U20s. They're going to be playing Guatemala today for a spot in the U20 World Cup. The winner will qualify to the U20 World Cup. So a big game for the U20s later today. We'll be doing a live watch along for that. And then obviously tomorrow we will release the 7 things we learned from this game, United States versus Guinea, which looks like we're holding on to this win. Let me just see France. So France also got a 3. France has a 3-0 lead also. France has a 3-0 lead. So the group stage will essentially be France in first with 3 wins in 3 games. The U.S. in second with 2 wins in 3 games. New Zealand in third and Guinea in last place. The U.S. will face Morocco. And then what's his name? The U.S. will face Morocco. And Argentina will face France. My goodness. So Kevin Paredes with a brace today. Valentina says, you think we're the favorites against Morocco? I would not say we're the favorites. And Robert, he's asking, will the U20s be streaming TV anywhere? So Robert, I've been watching the U20s on VIX. So I'm assuming it'll be on VIX, the U20s. Jayco is saying Fox Sports 2 also. But if you get the VIX app, I think it's like $5. It was well worth it because I watched Copa America on it. I watched the Euros on it. So I just used the VIX app. It'll also be on FuboTV. Okay, Guinea here at the ball. Now, at this point, because we're not going to catch up to France on goal differential, 3-0, 4-0, 3-1, it doesn't really matter anymore. It doesn't really matter anymore. Who the hell is Vix? So it's not Vix as in Vicks. It's Vix as in Vix. Vix. Vix, not Vix. 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 And no, Vix is not a corn website, okay? It's a streaming platform. It's a streaming platform. USA is yours saying, I watch Fox Sports for free on a private browser. I don't know how that works, but again, I guess it's another option for everyone. But on Friday, 9 a.m., United States versus Morocco for the Olympic quarterfinals. Massive game. We're going to be doing a live watch along. Going to be doing the 7 things we learned for that game. So stay tuned for that. I am looking forward to it. I am very much looking forward to it. United States versus Morocco. We're going to be playing against Amir Richardson, dual national that the United States lost to Morocco. We're going to be playing against Hakimi. Hakimi too. Hakimi. Cross goes in from Guinea, cleared by Walker Zimmerman. Cleared by Walker Zimmerman. Yeah, he got... kind of. The Guinea guy kind of missed him. Zimmerman has been really good in the air today. Really, really good. Okay, and then is he through? Is Caleb Wiley through? No. Guinea recovers the ball. Caleb Wiley is not through. But everyone, once again, if you could kindly hit the like button, I truly appreciate it. And if you want to support the channel, I do have to still do it, but we're going to do a Patreon giveaway. Obviously, we do that every month. If you want to join our Patreon to support the channel, and also you can send me direct messages. We do giveaways there. We're going to try to do more meetups. We did one this year already here in Orlando. If you want to join our Patreon, the link is in the description of this video. Tack, can we get a lineup for Friday from you? So lineup for Friday that I would want to see against Morocco, I would probably go like this. I would go with Schulte on goal. Then I'll go with Harrio on the right, Zimmerman and Miles as the 2 center backs, John Tolkien as the left back. The double pivot, I would probably go with Tanner Tessman, and I would go Jack McGlynn next to him. I'll go Jack McGlynn and Tanner Tessman. Tessman can stay deeper a bit more of a defensive player in that double pivot. And Jack McGlynn can also stay kind of deep as a deep line playmaker, but he'll have to do a lot of defending. That's for sure. Then I would start Kevin Paredes out wide on the right wing. On the left wing, I would probably go on the left wing with Griffin Yao. Actually, I would go with Taylor Booth on the left wing. Then I would play with Griffin Yao more central. Griffin Yao central. I liked him playing sometimes as a second striker. I kind of want to see him playing that way. And Paxton as the false 9. But Griffin Yao and Taylor Booth can interchange, right? That can work also. That's what I would do. I know some people are gonna say, why are you benching Mihailovic? He scored a nice free. Yeah, he did. But Mihailovic is very mediocre, a very mediocre player. Great free kick, opened the scoreboard for us. Congratulations to Mihailovic, but I would bench him. Ruben is saying, off topic, but a little crazy that Canada's women's team might still pass even though they were deducted 6 points. It's a bit crazy, but didn't Canada win the gold medal with women's soccer last time? So this is a really good team. Canada's a really good soccer team. So it makes sense. I mean, I know it's tough to get out of your group when you lose 6 points, but Tanner Tessman almost scored. Hey, Pete.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's over. We're going to play Morocco on Friday. We did good.
Yeah, and then if we win tonight, we have a semifinal as well on Friday for the U20s.
So hopefully you rest up Wednesday and Thursday, and you're good to go Friday.
Yeah, I think it's the flu because I tested for COVID twice, negative both times. So I think it's just the flu.
Yeah.
So we'll still do the post game at my channel. It just might not be as long as usually is.
Yeah, and there's a lot to talk about individual performances, but overall today, I thought everyone was at worst average. At worst average. I didn't see anyone that was horrible.
Yeah,
Like to me, like Dietz, for example, was pretty average. I would
right.
say
Mihailovic
Miles.
outside of his goal. His
Yeah,
goal helps him
Mihailovic.
up, but
I thought Miles was average. Didn't do anything wrong. Zimmerman was actually good. I thought Zimmerman was quite good today.
yeah, this game really suited Zimmerman, right? Very physical aerial game from Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of lunging into challenges. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely suits him better.
Yeah, what I've been noticing in this Olympics is that there's no like top dog. Every team is very beatable.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed in the group stage. Because against France, if we're being honest, like a fair result there would have been a draw or a tight win against France because we beat New Zealand with ease. We beat Guinea with ease, which is what you would expect. 3-0 against France was not a good like representation of how that game went. So again, sure, we could lose to Morocco on Friday. It's a one-off game, and I would even argue they're a tiny bit of a favorites. But again,
But we have to give ourselves the best chance by putting out the right players. You know, that's a big part of it.
I just went through a lineup. We can go through it in the post game again because people will watch that right as a video after. But I kind of would. It's essentially the back line would be the same for me. Harriel, Zimmerman, Miles, and Token. I would go the double pivot. I would go actually Testman and McGlynn.
Yeah.
McGlynn can play as a deep lying playmaker. Then I would go with either Booth. Almost. I'll go with either Taylor Booth or Griffin Yao at the 10. If it's Griffin Yao, it's a bit more direct, right? Like a second striker with Paxton dropping deep. If it's Booth, he's also direct. But he can also be a bit more of a playmaker. But you can also have Taylor Booth on like that can also be fluid. You can also have them interchange. And I would keep Kevin Paredes on the left wing. Right wing. I'll put him on the right.
Yeah.
Actually, think about one thing here. Hold on. We got to think about the opponent. We're going to be playing
you have Hakimi bombing down the right. So that might be better to have Paredes there on the left. He
tracks back better.
Booth on the right. Yao behind Paxton. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I think Paredes maybe on the left would be better because he tracks back.
Because also McGlynn kind of solves the set piece issue because you don't need Mihailovic then.
Yeah, that is true. He's been good with his set pieces, McGlynn.
Yeah, his set pieces have been good. I will say, though, I think Morocco are going to play with much higher intensity than this Guinea team.
Yeah. Well, I would argue more intensity than France.
Yeah.
You got to also keep in mind that, like, for Morocco, for national pride and just like the soccer nation that they are, a medal in the Olympics is a pretty big deal. Like, they're not going to...
Especially right after they made a World Cup semifinal. That would kind of cement them as a rising nation in soccer, right? So it's not just a one-off.
Mm-hmm. And Jeff Curry is saying, I am thinking I was a solid 9 today. What do you mean you were a 9 today, Jeff?
I think he's talking about his overall attractiveness or spiciness or maybe geographical skill.
No, I think I got lucky with one thing. I think Jeff was taking a break during this time, but I was hungry and I ate a banana. So
no.
He wasn't like present in the chat like when I was eating a banana. Thank goodness. I think.
Yes, I can only imagine the super chats that would have spawned from Geography Jeff.
Definitely would not have been Geography Jeff. I'll tell you that. It would not have been Geography Jeff.
He might have done something about where bananas come from. Actually, what are they? I guess they're native to Guatemala, right? Like Central America.
Yeah, nowadays they grow all over the place.
Yeah,
right?
I mean they're all over Asia. I grew up in Thailand. We had bananas everywhere. Mangroves, mangroves.
Origins of bananas. Origins.
The origin. That's so weird. somewhere spicy Jeff is.
Oh wow, Pete! It's actually where you're from.
Thailand.
Not quite Thailand, but the region like Southeast Asia.
Yeah, we have a lot of bananas there.
They're saying 10,000 years ago.
Wow, I did not know that. Geography Jeff, where are you when we need you? You're supposed to tell us these sort of things. Educate us during soccer streams.
Yeah, last time with England, he wasn't like educating. He was like picking on England.
Right. But it did spark interesting discussion about the geographical landscape and history of England.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Jeff knows about William the Conqueror.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't
You
know.
don't know William the Conqueror?
No.
1066, Battle of Hastings. It was the French who overtook the English, and they became Normans instead of Anglo-Saxons. And ever since then, the French have had their grubby, oyster-loving paws in English everything. But for some reason, the food didn't come along. You would think the English would have learned something from the French about food, but they did not.
And let me just see if I didn't miss anyone. Guys, listen up. Let's do this because the amount of added time right now, the result right now is irrelevant of this game. Like, even if Guinea scores or we score, it doesn't matter because France scored 3 goals. We're not catching up to France. No one's catching up to us. I don't even know how many times. 6 minutes added. Pete, do you want to go set up go set up the stream, and I'll end this one a little bit earlier. We go live because I know you're sick. The result is settled. So, Pete, go ahead. I'm going to close here in like a minute or two. So I'll be there.
Sounds good.
Everyone.
I'll see you guys over there.
Yeah, we're going to go to 11 Yanks for the post game, kind of like to summarize the game, rate the players, think about the next opponent, Morocco. I don't think I have to go to the final minute in this stream. If you kindly could hit the like button to get it over 500 right now, I would appreciate it. If we score a 4th goal or they score a goal, it doesn't really matter. Now, before we go, a quick question. Alpha is saying, why does it say you under 23? Because men's Olympic soccer is a U23 tournament. Spicy Jeff saying he loves bananas. Okay, Spicy Jeff. So once again, we're going to play Morocco on Friday. We're going to go now to 11 Yanks for a post game. Then we're going to be back at Tactical Manager TV, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. we're back for the live watch along of the U20 World Cup qualifying between the United States and Guatemala. Winner goes to the U20 World Cup. Big game. You don't want to miss out on that. And then obviously Friday is going to be a massive day for U.S. soccer. If the U.S. wins, we're going to be 1 win away from an Olympic medal, which would be historical for the man's program. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys at 11 Yanks for the post game. Don't forget to drop a like here before you go to help the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys very soon. Okay? Ciao. Actually, I had to come back here for a second because Ivan said real man eat bananas with a spoon. So there are people in Brazil that I've seen that eat bananas with black beans. Believe me or not, banana with black beans. I never tried it. It looks disgusting. Sounds like something the Brits would do, but they eat that in Brazil. Banana with black beans. Okay, bye. I just want to say that.